I am Jerry, and I am a self-made chef, I'm gonna say. This is actually my first YouTube video. Um, the whole point of me wanting to do YouTube and start cooking on YouTube was to just promote my skills and to show people how to cook. If they want to start going into the hobby, especially if you eat out a lot, spending all that money eating out, you can definitely save a lot while you're cooking because you'll have leftovers. Some people don't like to eat leftovers, but when you find out how good food is when you cook it on your own, you're going to want to eat them. So today I am going to make honey mustard chicken thighs with red potatoes and broccoli, and I'm going to bake them all together. This is probably my favorite meal. I got the recipe off of Pinterest, and I've been learning how to just make honey mustard everything. Chicken drumsticks, chicken breasts. I like saucy food, so this is gonna be all about honey mustard chicken today and how to get it saucy and get that flavor in there. Okay, so stay tuned. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is go in the freezer and grab my broccoli. I did get this broccoli from Walmart. It is the Great Value brand because I believe in saving money where I can. It's frozen. You can actually put this in the microwave, but I'm gonna bake it. So what I'm gonna do is grab one of my pans. One of my favorite chefs, Rachel Ray, as you can see, I use this pan pretty much. It's basically a cake pan. But I'm gonna use my cake pan, and I am going to put my broccoli in there to start. So let me grab my scissors. My little food scissors here, and just cut it on across. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit in there, in that one, and then grab my second one and put the remainder in there. Throw the bag away. And I'll probably just take some of these out. And then what I'm gonna do is season my broccoli. I'm gonna use onion powder. So just sprinkle a little bit in the pan. And I use this seasoning for basically everything. Everything I'm using now. We're gonna put some black pepper in there. Seasoned salt, gotta have a seasoned salt. And if you are on a low salt diet, you want to get the one with less sodium. I am not on that diet, but I don't really use salt in any of my food other than seasoned salt. We're gonna put some chili powder in there. And while we're seasoning this just saves time for us having to season our potatoes. Garlic powder. You guys are probably trying to read my shirt. It says sweet but psycho. Everybody got a little crazy in them. We got paprika. I used to call this paprika back in the day, but it's paprika. Sprinkle just a little bit. And shoot, that's it. So we're gonna just sit these over here to the side. And then I have me some red potatoes and water. I mean, this is just the way I do it to rinse. So I'm gonna just dump that water out and just grab a potato, and I'm gonna slice it. I got my little Favorware knife. This is like it's a really good knife set. And so what I'm doing is cutting my potato in half and then cutting it twice. So then it'll be like 4 pieces, and I'm just gonna put it in there with my broccoli. And I also have preset my oven to 400. Oh, I gotta cut one more time. So my oven's on 400. Yeah, that's about as So just keep chopping up your potatoes. I got into cooking. I guess I can tell you guys how I got into cooking. So I got into cooking by watching my mom cook as a child. At the age of 6, she had me in the kitchen with her, and I was learning the basics at the time. And when I say learning the basics, I'm meaning spaghetti, macaroni. She taught me how to make cabbage, so I kind of know how to make a lot of things. When I got a little older, she kind of taught me how to bake meals. So that's when lasagna came into play, because when I was younger, we didn't really eat much pasta. But when she started making lasagna, oh my goodness. Let me tell you, a sister fell in love with pasta. So I am like a pasta fanatic. And I believe that was probably like my 4th potato. And I'm just chopping it up. Just chopping them into itty bitty pieces. And I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like with just the broccoli and the potatoes, because I'm telling you, it already looks good enough to eat right now. Like, my presentation with my food is always on point. I feel like I have good presentation. So if I ever get the opportunity to go on a cooking show, I think I'm like, oh, it looks pretty. And there might be something wrong with it if it's me just making it for the first time. Because I know my first time making this meal, it came out perfect. But earlier this week, I tried to make it with chicken drumsticks. And I mean, it was good, but I felt like it could have been better. So I know I'm like my toughest critic, but you know, I'm always like, well, I'll do it again, because I know the second time it's gonna come out way better than the first time. Man, I can't wait for you guys to see what this looks like. And I believe I just used like 8 potatoes, so this is number 9. And I might have to rewatch this and edit in there like, no, I used like 10 or something like that. Like a lot of YouTubers, they be like, oops, I use like 5. Okay, maybe I'll do like 1 more for like, and just split this last one between both pans. So we're gonna bake all of these items together. I also, oh shoot. Take 2 of those and put it in here. I also did a grocery shop run, so I can post that in at a later time. These are other potatoes. So maybe I'll do like how I selected my meal, basically. How I shopped for it. That could be like the next video. Now, some people don't rinse their chicken. I rinsed my chicken. I thawed it out. I rinsed it down. So it's already prepared. I'm just going to lay it out on this foil pan. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to lay it out on this foil pan so I can season it and then put it in the pot. So let me wash my hands. that's one thing I can say I do a lot of is wash my hands. So I got it laid out on some foil on my little baking pan because I'm gonna season it and put it with the potatoes and the broccoli. And then this is what the potatoes and broccoli look like. Don't it look good already? It looks freaking amazing, right? And so we're gonna start with the paprika. Sprinkle on the top, you know. Chili powder next. Told you I use this for everything. Black pepper. Onion powder. Garlic powder. And honestly, you guys will see me use onions and bell peppers, but not all the time I want to cry. Seasoned salt when it comes to the onions. So you'll see me using the onion powder. And then once I do that, I'm going to just flip them over and season the other side. Oh, you guys can hardly see me flipping. Make some space. Whoop. And we're going to do it again. And it doesn't really matter what order you season the meat, as long as it gets seasoned. Okay. I'm just going to sprinkle a bit. Just a bit. Now, the only extra seasoning you're going to use for this is parsley flakes. I'll just do a quick flip over so I can get the top. Now, the first time I made these, I didn't put any parsley flakes on there. But when I looked at my cabinet, I was like, ooh, I got these parsley flakes. I'm about to try this. All right. So the next thing we're going to do, and some people probably don't do this, but I use a plastic baggie because it saves time on washing extra dishes. But we're going to make our honey mustard sauce. So what you're gonna need is some Dijon mustard and of course honey, yay, like Erykah Badu. And then what we will do is kind of just squirt this in there, or if you want to, you can like open the bottle and put it in there. And you just want to do a nice amount. This is new, so I gotta try to blend it. Okay, we go. And we're just gonna squeeze some of this in there. Then what you want to do, grab a spoon and just stir it around. And sometimes when I make a marinade, I will put my seasoning inside the bag with my sauce. That way I don't have to worry about seasoning the chicken by itself. You just want to stir it around. And I'm telling you, this amount right here is enough for 6 chicken fillets. It's probably more than enough, which is good because then it'll get in that juice. Grab that off, put that right there. And we're just gonna drop our chicken fillets in there. Told you guys you're gonna see me rinsing my hands a lot. Alright. Hold the bag up. Usually I try to let the air out. And then just shake it all around. Reminds me of the Hokey Pokey. Vegetables. We're gonna grab some extra virgin olive oil, and I kind of do a 2-part thing when I do this. So we're gonna drizzle this on top of our vegetables. It's gonna give it a nice flavor. And dang, everything I bought was new. We're gonna take out a stick of butter, and I got unsalted butter. Like I told you guys, I don't use a lot of sun in my food. I'm gonna take all these out because I don't touch this box. And we'll take a knife and just cut about 2 tablespoons. And this is coming right out the fridge, so it's gonna be a little stiff. And then, and this is what I did when I first made this meal. I like cut my butter up into 4s. So it's like a tab like this, right? And I put one on each little side in the corners. So now it looks like just like that. See that? Still looks good, right? Exactly. So now this is where your hands gonna get a little messy. You gotta go in here and get your chicken. And if you can just fold it all pretty and just stick it in there, it's perfect. That's a little baby one. And you just wanna lay it right on top of your vegetables. Vegetables, top of your butter. think I got some on my stove. Oh goodness. Got that clean. One thing I don't like is a big mess. Alright. So next, we're going to take a cup. We're going to fill it up with some cold water because it's not like it's going to matter if it's warm or cold. And just kind of pick an open space that doesn't have any meat or nothing because you don't want to. And I didn't even use a full cup. So you can kind of see where my water is. I use like about half a cup. Pour that on out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just bring you to the food. Bam! Don't that look good? Looks amazing. See? I got you. I got you. So now we're gonna take some oil and we're gonna cover up our meal. And we're gonna let it cook for 30 minutes with the foil on, and then another 20 minutes with the foil off. So, see you guys in 50.
Many minutes later.
I told you guys to catch me in like 50 minutes, but I just wanted to show you as I was uncovering it. So it's been in the oven now for about 30 minutes, and let me get a look how good that looks. It already looks amazing, okay? Looks freaking amazing. Now, I probably used too much water, but I got so much water in there for it to steam. Once I put it in again for about 20 minutes, that water you should see kind of go down, just because it's going to evaporate when it's in heat, okay? Because that's what steam does. So, nice little science test there. Anyway, I'm going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes, and then the next time you take a look, it will be on a plate ready to be served.
20 minutes later.
Alright, you guys, so you can't be a person that cooks without being a person that can eat. I obviously didn't record myself eating the food that was on the plate that I prepared. And as you can see, it's all gone, so it must have been good. So, rewatch the video to learn how to cook it. Cook the meal that I prepped. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Be looking forward to more videos coming soon. I also did a video of me grocery shopping for this meal, so I'll post that at a later date so you guys can know what to get. Follow me on Instagram at Jerry_eats. See you guys later.